I trust you. And are you ready for the absolute truth?
Yes?
I am the traveler. But it was not always this way.
You can see what appears to be a small humanoid that is kind of curling through the grass line. Looks human. Big, thick, curled beard, very, very coarse, dark hair. A muscled torso, stocky but strong. What appear to be, what appears to be a light blue vest that is kind of covering the upper part of the torso. Most of the buttons missing, and the bottom of it kind of tattered and worn. The hindquarters themselves are fur and come into cloven hoofs, and you can see a small pair of horns hooking off the back of the head. This individual is kind of skulking through the grass, carrying what looks to be a small book and a long quill in a hand. And is like occasionally leaping up over the grass line, landing, and then drawing something in the book.
I want to float down kind of above him on the broom and like lay down on the broom and say, "What you drawn?"
The tome slams shut. The figure stands up straight, slowly turns the eyes towards you, and you can see kind of the dark and ruddy skin, the kind of sun-touched nose and cheeks, just a darker, more leathered texture to them, but the eyes are piercing ice blue as he looks back into yours. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Just taking notes. If you're worried, it's not me you need to worry about. It's him. And points past your shoulder.
I'm not looking. I'm not falling for that.
Ernie starts backing up towards the grass.
Can I fly down and grab his wrist?
Sure.
And then fly up.
You grab his wrist and fly up. You lift up and pull him out of the grass field, now dangling his little feet in the middle of the air.
Gentle, Grog, gentle.
Gently.
He did nothing to us.
Friend! You look like a smart fella. Let's have a conversation.
Don't talk to him.
Grog.
What is this?
He's, what are you? Who are you?
What are you?
I am but a simple wanderer and an individual who enjoys learning about things that are new and different.
Squeeze him.
Don't squeeze him. Don't squeeze him, Grog.
What's your name?
Amelie? The picture you come to, as of right now, is a very, very finely detailed sketch of of Grog.
Oh.
Very well drawn, but he has bulging eyes, big buck teeth, and what looks to be like a very, very tiny penis.
What do you see?
He's brilliant. He's captured everything. It's truly spectacular.
What's it a picture of?
He's a little shithead.
I'm
going much earlier in the book to see what's there.
You start seeing what look to be a number of elven individuals. You see people in like really, really nice regal armor, but all of them are like just pooping themselves. There's a bunch of elvish ladies with just oversized floppy boobs and like smacking each other in the face. It's truly, truly childish.
Oh my God, he's the
But
best.
they're all really well drawn and well shaded. Like there is a serious talent to the artwork. It's just his skewed intent of the imagery is fascinating.
Amelie, what?
I'm in the mood to hear this guy's life story. Get him to
I know.
All right.
I love them, honestly. I think you're quite talented.
very
Should we?
Do you steal, darling?
I don't steal, I borrow indefinitely.
Are you a pickpocketer?
I am no simple street thief. I am a procurer of wayward items and objects that need a better home. Look, I'm not going to take anything from you. We've already proven far more of a match for me than I had ever anticipated. And what was meant to be just a simple, fun game of follow has turned into a much more complicated circumstance. So I'd like to get it over with as soon as possible, if you like. There's a few things in that there dreary elvish city that I haven't the skills to procure, but if you wouldn't mind maybe borrowing them for me in my stead, well, we've a done deal.
Interesting.
You
Interesting.
just said the C word,
Said a lot of
F
things.
word, the G word.
What?
Look, if it's that important to you to go to this dark place, then keep the book. All right, I can draw more.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Oh.
We broke your ocarina, correct?
Yes.
Why don't I try and fix the ocarina? We give him his book back. We take a couple things from those people, and just get on our way. We could just get on our way.
Wait, not
leave
have him
him?
at all?
No, let's make the deal and get this moving.
We've really been burned. I am really going to punch you in the back of the head if you fuck us over. Do you understand me? I don't like you.
I like you.
Yeah.
Rest is back.
Well, are we at an agreement?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure, why not? Me?
Who's he shaking?
Whoever
Wants
your
my
leader
hand.
is, shake my hand.
Yeah, give me your fucking hand, you dirty bastard.
Go to wins.
Before you got your hand there, Vax, Vex
Okay.
put her hand in, and both of you guys clasp both sides of his hand at the same time. You feel this kind of shiver on your back as you shake hands.
fuck.
And he kind of smiles. Very well. Now, we've properly gotten acquainted. My proper
done
introductions are in order. And he stands up and kind of wobbles for a second, a little drunk on the ale.
Yeah, you want some
My
more?
name is Garmeli. I am a simple joy finder of the ever-shifting grasses. And I'm happy to be your guide for the remainder of this journey to the outskirts of the Shade Murk, and no further. Avoid the theater.
I love the theater.
Oh, that's good advice,
Theater.
actually.
Avoid the theater.
Just
Wait,
in
is this-
general, the
is-
theater?
Just in general, I hate all
Musicals?
theater. Let's avoid the theater, please.
I'm changing my mind on this
guess.
guy.
A pleasure to meet you all, Vox Machina Slayer's take. He
Thank
holds his
you.
drink out for you to fill again.
How many fingers am I holding up?
I don't care. Thank you. Now, the deal is made. Drinks been had. Introductions have been properly given. I think it's time for bed.
Yes.
And he takes 2 steps before Perseus, getting ready to go to bed. You feel this strange tickle at the back of your head
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
that dissipates, and
Is it what I think it is?
it is the fading of a charmed person.
Okay, God damn it.
Yeah.
The little fucker jumped me. I knew it! I suspected it. That's why I tried to use counter charm, but I don't know how to use it.
I think you're so talented. And I'm
Thank you.
just, I wanted to ask if maybe you could draw a family portrait for us, and the most ridiculous you can make it.
What do you mean?
Just of all of us. I want to hang it above the mantle before everybody wakes up.
Yeah. In rapid time, faster than anyone you've ever seen sketch, his form almost becomes blurred with the haste in which he draws. And within the hour, he has completed an extremely well-detailed portrait. And I mean portrait, everyone standing shoulder to shoulder like a family above a mantle. And it is grotesque. Horrifying.
That's what he wants.
I flick his head.
Yes, what, who, hi. Hi!
Hey.
Why would you do that when we've been so hospitable?
Because
What?
it's a gift. I thought I'd leave you a little present.
I love it.
I think it's gross,
I think
but
it's-
everybody else looks quite wonderful.
Subject. Have you ever drawn yourself before?
Well, many times.
I'd be curious to see one of your self-portraits.
Oh, that.
Are they in the book?
No.
I didn't think so. Self-reflection is not one of my favorite pastimes either.
You
Anyway.
see these gates embedded in the wall, housing a massive emblem of a crescent moon, flanked by 2 trees over a deep cerulean stone about 2 feet across. Twins, you know these as the Threshold Crests. These are the enchanted crests that enable the city to travel back and forth between the Feywild, should it be necessary. They're powerful, and they're rarely utilized, as the journey is not always accurate.
I require a piece of a threshold crest. I also want the High Warden Tyrelda's hat.
Her hat?
The fawn, of which is currently Garmelia, is up on one of the beds right now, just kind of stretched out.
So, what are you waiting for?
That's your bed, Keyleth.
Oh man.
And brings up one leg.
Trinket jumps up on the bed and snuggles in with him.
No, no.
Oh, they're shedding.
The bed kind of.
And I cut out a crest in from the threshold.
What crest do you create? What does it look like?
A white stone crest from the threshold of the door.
We break it.
There's a piece of your threshold crest.
Don't cast friends on people, it's not nice.
You watch as his pointed ears slowly slink back and his hair stands up all across the back of his head. His beard almost bristles out into spines as he kind of, the hat goes and pops off and hits the ground. He snatches it up,
It's your hat.
grabs the piece.
That's your threshold crest. Piece of a threshold crest.
Thank you.
Well, it appears
Onward and
that
upward.
our deal has been kept. Now, he vanishes.
Ah.
And Grog, you feel a little tug on your finger, pull you forward.
I fought.
I had that coming. I like the sound of that.
Oh.
So, onward to the... Most impressive for a lady.
Thank you. Hey, Garmelie.
Yeah, where's he?
He's back on the other side, like,
Hi.
Hey, Garmelie.
Help, please.
Garmelie, hop in the river.
Do you still have that?
No.
All right, I'm gonna take Garmelie and throw him across as many rivers.
he doesn't quite notice the spiraling purple hand that swings up from behind, grasping him and lifting him into the air with an incredible speed. All you hear is the distant as the hand then, like full-on fastball special, just chucks him. Arcing overhead. Poof, a little plume of dust.
Oh God, I think I just killed him.
You're such a dick.
That was a little harsh.
Which gets more and more awkward the longer it goes by.
Oh, God.
Until
we just
eventually
kill
you
him?
see a shift, and this small form rise up, raises a thumb, which quickly transitions into a middle finger.
Once he's across, our accord is complete.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. Come here, bitch.
No. No, look. I don't have to go there. I'm just going back the other way.
Oh,
We're
no,
going.
yeah, I totally hear what you're saying. We're going for a ride, bitch. Now back up and we
Your large bounding form making across. Carmelia is now clutching your arm, his hands and legs wrapped around your forearm. Just like,
Well, at least it's been a pleasure traveling with you, my lady.
and he takes your hand and kind of does a little bow and on the edge.
As I was kissing him, can I give him a little pat down to make sure he didn't steal anything?
You tug and pull forth the small onyx mastiff that you had found earlier in the campground.
Shit.
Best of luck. Stay
Wait
alive.
a minute. How do you plan on getting back across the rivers?
I have my way.
And he turns invisible.
For when I traveled here, it was A world before me where I was without burdens, without responsibilities, and without limitations. I drank deep of the muted colors of Exandria, straining to exit. I plucked at and knotted the lives of many fools from the shadows, amusing myself by leaping into every whim with glee and purpose.
I want to climb to the top of the 200-foot tree to see what the rest of the land looks like.
Oh, someone's coming out.
Right up there.
Who's
Someone's here.
You hear slow clapping from nearby.
That can't be good.
Oh no.
As you look off to the side of the tree, rounding the bend, you see a very tall and thin, chest-forward, eagle-posed, almost elf-like, but still exaggerated in the fae-like features. Long ears that kind of curl past the head. The head itself is small with a pointed chin, the eyes almond-shaped, and wild, kind of curly orange hair like a lion that goes down to the lower back, just kind of up and large. It kind of curves up at the very tip. You see sleeveless silk vestments of blue and green billowing freely behind him as he walks up. Everyone.
Who is this?
Bravo to each and every one of you. It's been fun to watch. You know, get so disinterested in these lands, and I have to say, I'm impressed. Well, I wish to say adieu. Good luck on your journeys.
Who are you?
But I am a simple wanderer. An individual who sees the landscape for artistic benefit.
I knew it.
But I'm glad to have made your acquaintance. It definitely made these past few days absolutely devoid of boredom at the very least. And filled my sketchbook.
Garmili?
It's one of one names. I prefer Artagan. But, Garmilu suits needs here and there. I go by many names and many
I knew I
interesting...
should have asked for that portrait.
What is this statue that you tried to steal from me?
Nice. Oh, that's a companion. You're welcome to keep him with you. I just figured since I was leaving you soon, I'd have someone to wander at my side as well.
You know, for someone who hates the theater, you've made quite a show of all of this.
Touche, Kira. Touche. But no, seriously, I fucking hate the theater. Anyway, if you don't mind.
One question.
Now you grow boring and dreary. I hate boredom.
Do you stay on this plane or do you come with us?
No, I stay on this plane.
All right.
Unless I decide to come with you. But that's on my own volition. And probably when you least expect it.
Thanks for the fun.
Thanks for the art.
Thanks for the memories.
I have a feeling we'll meet you again.
I hope so. It does get ever so boring. All right. Travel safe. Stay alive. And, maybe visit. If you get lonely. And he gives a deep bow and just kind of vanishes in a...
He was fucking...
Dear God, let's get out of here before
I
something
really
else
like
happens.
him.
Okay.
How do we get a hold of
Garmili?
I could send a message
To Garmili?
How do you mean?
So okay, it's a penis.
Come see us
for a good time.
Get it?
Circle. This is Vox Machina, by the way. As you suddenly hear a voice behind you, Vex, and you turn and look, and Artagan's right there behind you.
He came right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Don't tell people that, Ortagan.
I'll keep it a secret best I can. Best I can. He stands there before you in his kind of yellowish green attire with the high collar and his kind of wild orangish hair, framing his face like a lion's mane. His pale kind of elfin fey complexion. He kind of smiles his hands together. Well, show me a good time. Define the request, please.
Okay, so you know how time is weird when we go back to the other plane of existence?
Weird.
Well, it
Time is fun when you go back.
exactly. It's so much fun. We're kind of in dire straits. over there. The world's about to be taken over by an asshole that wants to be a god. And we're trying to kill him, and we're here now, and we're hoping that we can hang out here and rest and go back, and only a few seconds have passed, maybe a minute or two.
I could help.
You can do that?
More or less.
Or more or less.
And what would you request?
Well, You're doing well for yourselves, then?
It's been kind of a hard
Pretty much.
day.
We have a bakery.
Yeah. In comparison
It's quaint.
Yes.
to the world events,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretending to be a mage right now, so.
Are you still...
We fought off a bunch of ancient dragons. We've established order back in our realm.
I'm kind of unkillable. For a while.
That's fun.
Oh no.
Well,
I'll help you under 2 conditions. 1, should you go back and do this wannabe god thing you speak of, and all is well and you're heroes and you have all of this influence and money and everything's grand, we can discuss maybe creating a doorway for me.
That's fine.
Back and
Doorway's
forth
fine.
passage. I'll come visit and see what strangeness your world seems to have whenever I like.
I don't know if you'd like it, but
I'm sure I can figure out a way.
oh man.
2nd, I wish to strangle you till death.
He's into autoerotic asphyxiation? Oh, amazing! Oh my god!
Wait, Grog, I'm sorry. Come again.
I wish to put my hands on your throat until you expire. If you say you're unkillable, well, that's a new experience entirely.
Oh.
Okay.
Will you come back? I mean, have we tested this?
Max, be what?
question, Artagan.
Yeah.
Do you know if
Artagan or
Artagan? Yeah, what's the
Take your preference. I'm just happy to have friends.
Another strange question. Have you ever had access to our world before?
Long time ago. Things rearrange every eon or so, and the ley lines that guide the paths shift, and I haven't been able to get back since.
That seems most unfortunate.
You're not going to become addicted to strangling people because you've tried it on him,
I
right?
don't know. I haven't tried it.
Oh, goodness.
How long?
He's slippery. He's mercurial.
Well, this is the problem with Fays. They don't tend to lie. They tend to tell just most of the truth.
Don't you do anything else.
This is not the weirdest thing.
You just strangle until he dies. And then you leave him alone.
I wouldn't dream of trying, little one. Don't
This
worry.
is not the weirdest thing. Well, this may be the weirdest thing. It's not the worst thing.
Artagan? This is weird as fuck.
Welcome to my world.
All right, fuck not. Let's just do this.
You believe this? You really believe you're gonna come back if you die? Fair play.
Oh my god.
To the immortals. And he just takes your throat and begins to squeeze. Just eyes locked in. And he just keeps watching you.
so dark?
I know.
I just step up behind Max just in case he has the involuntary reaction to reach up to his arms just to keep his arms down.
And just locks in.
No fear, remember?
Yeah. Just not making another noise. Just continues to apply pressure. Eventually your vision begins to go dark.
I'm so glad we can't see this.
Yeah, nope.
And he goes,
Underwater.
I'd be freaking out.
I look away.
I don't.
he eventually goes,
I'm peeking out of the pond.
I grab her and drag her right back to the pond.
okay.
Nope, you don't
so
want that in your
weird.
head.
Okay.
In
And
your head, man.
I know.
Yeah, man, you could have asked for a magic wand or a unicorn, a pony.
It was
Carmelia.
a fascination with something different and new, and you said
Yeah.
cannot die, and that immediately piqued his interest.
Yeah, sure.
Him.
Even the nicest of Fae are weird and have their dark sides.
Preach, David Bowie.
Oh
preach.
man.
Yeah, and you watch over the next
minute or so as he strangles the life out of Vax.
Oh my god.
Are you hungry right
Eventually, this is so fucked up.
This is quality internet.
I know. Limp in his grasp. Garmelie eventually pulls one hand back, still holds him now. His feet are dangling. Goes like, satisfying, but not what I thought it would be.
Do this.
As you guys are swimming, the water breaks and you see the still dry hair as it emerges from the pool of Garmelie, though he is now undressed in the water as well. Just kind of, so that's one deal done.
Hey, Artigan. Does killing a wannabe god sound fun to you?
Sounds interesting.
It would be much more fulfilling than strangling a person that didn't fight back, right?
Got a point.
I don't know.
Would you want to come through with us?
Get a little tour of our land that you so desperately want access to.
It's currently a giant city walking its way towards another giant city.
Some sweet action, some stuff maybe you haven't seen before.
A skeletonized dragon. A gold dragon.
Undead dwarves.
Cannibal undead dwarves.
One-eyed prick named Vecna.
I mean, that'd be great, but I can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you have to have a specific doorway.
Once you at the door, I'd be happy to join you.
Okay. And that's a time-consuming sort of thing.
Depends how long you can build a doorway, I suppose. But
Sounds like a time-consuming thing.
most likely. No offense to any of you if you're carpenters.
No, we've had an enormous amount of trouble with doors in our time. Very tricky. Some of those hinges.
Well, take your time, rest. Food is prepared. You can go amongst yourselves. I'll just be here, splashing away. And he like splashes into the water.
That guy knows how to relax.
The shadow between two distant trees reveals the orange mane of Artagan once more. As he steps forth, his high green collar disappearing into his long sleeves and a cloak that billows past his shoulders and loops under his back as he almost glides effortlessly through the grass. I take it you all slept well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Adequately.
Well then, time is of the essence. You've been here more than a day.
Just barely.
Just know. But whenever you're ready, I'll see what I can whip up. And as he wipes his fingers against each other, you can see the sparkle and spiral of purples and blues and oranges and colors just causing this glow under his face and his hair as he gets excited at the prospect of seeing just how far he can tweak the boundaries of the Feywild that he calls home.
And one day I met a little girl who sought that same spark.
Hi, I'm Jester.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Nice to meet you, Caleb.
A little girl who found joy in exposing life's most subtle hypocrisies.
And I'm going to draw like a zombie, but like as an old man. And then like as he's biting, his dentures fall out.
Can I get in my disguise kit and affix a mustache onto her porcelain mask and put a wig on her and then write across the bottom of it, "The Traveler was here," and leave a pamphlet?
I'm going to paint on the ground with my miraculous paint
Okay.
a stone hammer. But it's gonna be like a hammer where it's like a dick, and then the two.
This little girl and I found a kinship. And in that childlike wonder, a view so untempered by the sanctimonious morality of man,
And I'm going to use my paint, and I'm going to change the sign to the fungal fart. I'm going to take out as many books as I can and move them around on the shelves, and then take some of them and turn them around to where they're binding his face in the inside. I follow behind her and yell, "Town crier has toilet paper stuck to her shoe! Are you guys causing crimes and stuff? How's your hair? You put me? Where can we find you?
oh dear.
Do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
And she saw me as a god. So for her, for you, I don the mask of one.
The hood still obscuring most of the face, just the lower jaw and mouth visible.
Why didn't you come?
I did.
I didn't see you.
You don't need to see me to know that I'm with you. As long as you continue to be that wonderful little seed of joy and chaos in the world, I'll be walking behind you the entire time.
I began to seek others who might be waiting for such guidance, to bring a bit of necessary chaos into the world. One by one, I traveled and found more souls who needed direction.
Well, you came and found me about a couple of years ago.
Just a couple years.
After my partner was killed by a gloom stalker in the south. Thought it strange that fair folk were visiting old codger like myself, but he took me to pass the time, pissing off folks with pranks and you know. Anyway, I kind of became my only friend, and
it was beautiful. Eons living for only myself. I found a new joy in helping others find themselves in a world cruel and painted in dull, divided pigments.
I'm going to make her believe that she enjoyed my company so very much that she agreed to end Not's curse because she liked hanging out so much.
I could feel myself becoming what you believed.
Moment of quiet where your eyes close and you're waiting for the imminent moment, and you hear this voice creep in your head and go, "Don't worry, I'm watching." And your arm, without even noticing, you feel like a hand push your wrist, and the shield goes up and deflects the impact. The energy that's around your hand drifts into Caduceus's chest. You see all the sparkling bits of light kind of all going out, hundreds at a time, before all of them have transitioned into his body. There's a pause. And the voice in your ear, the familiar voice, says, "I'm proud of you." Such faith granted me power beyond what I thought possible to achieve. I was being spread too thin across those who had taken under my wing. I thought to bring them all together, to unify their causes and perhaps forge community under this banner, my banner, our banner. We are weeks away from the gathering of my lost children who have wound their lives around my boons and counsel. The truth, Jester, is that I have no idea what I'm doing, and I need your help.
No, it's not a cult. It's an organized religion. We're very powerful, and there's a lot of us followers, and... Oh shit, a real cult?